Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Saturday, October 12th. Keynotes we're going to focus on today. We've got a beautiful fall weekend ahead, dry conditions, and near record to record warmth possible. So if highs in the 70s to low 80s are your thing, we've got plenty of that in store this weekend. And speaking of that, seasonably warm and dry weather will continue into early next week. Broad high pressure overhead. Not seeing some partly to mostly cloudy skies out there today, but trending increasingly sunny starting Sunday, heading into Monday and Tuesday. But beyond that, our next system will be on track to arrive late Wednesday into Thursday. That's going to help bring about a pattern change as the Pacific trough moves onshore, bringing widespread precipitation chances and much colder temperatures. Taking a quick look at satellite for you this morning. As you can see, there's currently an area low pressure off the coast of Northern California and Oregon. That's going to slowly meander its way over the Cascades and into the Great Basin here throughout the day and into tonight. The main impacts in our area, we'll just focus on some partly cloudy skies, seeing breaks in the clearing already this morning. Not much of an impact there, but we could see some isolated showers across southwest and south central Idaho later tonight into early tomorrow, but only about a 5 to 10% chance, so things should stay pretty dry here over the next 24 hours. And bigger picture for you. So again, here's that low pressure system moving onto the Pacific coast, but check out that photogenic storm in the Gulf of Alaska. That's going to be the main driver for our pattern change heading into later next week. So as that continues to slowly work its way southeast, it's going to be encountering a pretty broad region of high pressure. It's going to slow it down, take a little bit of time to get into our area, but when it does, bring in some moisture, much colder temperatures. So be keeping a close eye on that guy heading into next week. And weather risk outlook, I actually have something to put there for on Wednesday. So we're talking no impacts at least through Tuesday. Just maybe some slight breezy winds in the afternoon in places, but should be some beautiful fall weather out there. But heading into Wednesday, our system will begin to work in. We're expecting some afternoon rain, mountain snow shower potential, as long as some breezy winds, and also increase in coverage and intensity for Thursday. And here's a look at the temperature forecast, taking you all the way through next weekend, Sunday morning. So overall, overnight lows the next couple of nights are going to be 20s, 30s, and 40s, kind of similar to where we've been. Highs in the 60s, 70s to low 80s. But notice on Thursday, that's going to be where that cold front swings through. So much colder temperatures behind that cold front Wednesday night into Thursday. Overnight lows now in the teens, 20s, and 30s. Highs in the 40s and 50s. And that'll be kind of the going trend as we head into the weekend. Pretty cold overnight with widespread below freezing temperatures expected. An afternoon highs seasonably cool in the 40s and 50s. And this colder air has to get here somehow, so we're going to get some wind in here on Wednesday. Looks like wind gusts should be about 30 to 45 miles an hour, strongest as you get across the Snake River Plain. And for Thursday, little change there. If not, winds just a slightly higher, pushing maybe 40 to 50 miles an hour across the Snake River Plain. But other than that, this will be helping to bring in that colder air mass by later next week. Again, highs back in the 40s and 50s, coming down from the 70s and 80s. And here's a first look at the expected rain and QPF amount, so that's liquid equivalent when it melts down from snow. But other than that, we're just focusing mainly on about 1/10 to 3/10 of an inch, locally higher as you get up into the high country. But certainly this is just kind of a first look. We'll be keeping you updated here every morning throughout this period, so stay tuned as we track the latest. But when it comes to snow, so this will be our first valley snow potential of the year. We're going to see snow levels drop heading into Thursday night into Friday, so as we get that colder air in place. Generally in the valleys, about a trace to maybe an inch of snow, but as you get Pocatello southwest down to Burley, Shoshone, Twin area, not expecting much in the way of snow down that direction, but certainly in the higher country, trace to a couple inches, nothing too unusual for this time of year. But bumping that up to the 90th percentile, just showing you a potential for some higher end. No real changes there in the Snake Plain. We're thinking snow levels are going to be pretty solidly in that 5,000 to 6,000 foot range, but certainly at the benches of Pocatello as you get southeast into the highlands areas, we're going to be looking at some more snow potential. Again, high end 90th percentile, only a 10% chance of higher snow than this, putting about 1 to 3 inches in the mountains, locally higher around Yellowstone and Grand Teton. And taking a quick look here at the next outlooks for you. So I'll break down the upper level pattern here over the next couple days. So starting us back off right now, there's our two systems. First one's much smaller than the second. European model on your left, GFS on the right. Those are going to continue. That first system is going to move onshore, get absorbed into this very broad region of high pressure. So as equally impressive as that low is off the coast, check out that ridge that extends all the way into the northern territories of Canada. But with that, this trough off to our west is going to put on some impressive weight there. So put a dip in the jet stream, bringing in some colder air and some moisture with it as it moves onshore around that Wednesday time frame. So as that moves onshore, helping to drive a cold front through our region, you're going to see that broad troughing regime, negative height anomalies over the northern Rockies. That usually is going to be in that colder and wetter air mass building in. But taking a look behind it, so again, we get that shot of cold air. It depends. You look at the models, GFS kind of splits that low, sends it a little further south down towards the Four Corners, while the European is a little bit less aggressive on that. But the overall trend behind that system is yet again another ridge. So we're going to get that colder air, bring it in later next week, but conditions do look to warm up and dry out behind it. Not seeing a big signal to our northwest on any real trough settling in. So that looks like it's going to be our next best shot at precipitation here over the next couple of weeks. But taking a look at temperature-wise, 6 to 10 day period, it's going to be near normal to below normal. Again, normal highs this time of year are in the mid-50s to mid-60s, so seasonably cool, at least from where we've been, certainly here in the 6 to 10 day period. But precipitation are favored near normal to above normal across the northern Rockies. And start to see that change in the 8 to 14. That warmer air coming up from the south, trending more near normal to slightly above normal, October 19th through the 25th. And there's that drier signal we were looking at. So again, slightly more active as you get further north, but that zonal southwest flow pattern typically will keep us a little bit drier down in our neck of the woods. That's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome weekend and stay safe out there.